love, fear, failure, success, and finally, survival. I've been through them all and came out stronger and healthier. Yeah, I went to a dark place, but talking about it pulled me out. My name is Sandy Cross, and this is Cross Conversations.
All right, so we're back here for part 2 of this conversation. I have to admit, my head still hurts a little bit from us laughing and thinking about, your shower head?
Wow! 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 Wow!
I think we should keep it going. I thought we needed that same energy, don't you?
Shaunte said, you brought this up just like in the beginning like this?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he was on a tear though.
Well, he's gonna keep it going.
He's gonna keep it going.
All right, so if this is your first time hearing us, this is Shaunte Says, and this is Sandy, and of course we are joined with Dewayne again.
There's some savers that we all have. We all have some savers, and we'll say like, okay, I guess not into that joke or whatever. I will say what I hate when people do is like then they blame the audience.
Yes.
They're like, oh, you guys aren't smart enough to get that joke or whatever.
You can't do that.
Makes them look like a terrible human being. But yeah, I'll just make a joke with it.
So we're not smart because we didn't laugh at your technical.
Yeah, I'm saying
some people's
comics.
reaction.
Sometimes they'll say that.
They're like,
Listen to 'em.
you guys aren't.
You come to mics, you hear them. Like, no, you guys aren't. Okay, I guess you don't understand what I'm saying.
Anyway. They'll insult the audience.
Yeah. And it's really a defense mechanism because they don't know what else to do. But it happens a lot.
I'm going to talk to my therapist after this is over.
That's just like, not every joke is going to work.
Yeah, sometimes they don't. You can tell the same joke 10 times, and 5 or 6 you'll kill it, and the other 4 will be like.
Now the goal is you get to a point where the joke is so good that it'll work everywhere. But sometimes it just doesn't land, and you're like, all right, whatever.
Next.
That's it. Okay, you don't like birds. Okay, let's talk about something else.
I'll pick a new topic. Let's go.
Exactly.
What are we gonna do?
What about you?
What about
I know you ventured into comedy.
I'm not as seasoned, like that, seasoned, as Dewayne here.
Well, what am I missing? You said, that's seasoned.
Seasoned. I mean, he's a full-time comedian.
Oh, okay.
I
thought you were talking about.
That's an old Latin word for broke.
See, I
That's what it is.
don't know what your pockets get. I just know.
I'm just kidding.
But I see you traveling for shows and stuff, so that's big.
Do
to
travel
me.
a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
That's amazing, though.
It's good. Yeah.
Especially over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's blown
Coming
up.
out of COVID and.
Yeah. Well, COVID. I'll be honest. COVID was actually kind of helpful for me in a way, because a lot of comics were like, I'm not doing Zoom comedy. I'm not going to do that. And I was like, I'll do Zoom comedy. It's something, right? And I loved it because I could work on material, and I could go to 5 or 6 because things just started popping up all over the country, like from all over the country, but on Zoom. Right. So we were all doing stuff, everywhere. And that organization that I work that I teach with now, they were like, hey, we're doing shows every Friday night. We're gonna do stuff to get people through this, stuff like that, and. So I got okay at Zoom comedy, but the best part of it is that it opened up some
different avenues.
Yeah, exposure.
Well, it was exposure, but it was just connections. And 90% of this game is meeting people and networking and stuff like that. So it was like, okay, now I got people in Seattle, I got people in New York, I got people in Florida and all over.
That's
so
amazing.
It was actually kind of helpful in that sense for someone like me that was newer on the scene and stuff. So I could at least get my name out there and learn who people were.
So you were new in 2020.
Newish, yeah.
Newish.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty darn new. But yeah, it was good. It was obnoxious, it was Zoom comedy, and
I'm trying to wrap my head around it. To be honest with you, I'm sitting here thinking Zoom comedy.
If you do it well, it can be done well. The trouble is most people don't know how to do it well, and it's like you got to get a few people that will leave their cameras on and unmute themselves, because if there's nothing there, then it's like talking into a void. In fact, one of the bigger clubs, I won't name them, but they did some stuff on Zoom. And I did it one time, and they forced everyone to mute their, not the video, but the audio. Yeah. And so you literally heard nothing. And I'm like, guys, I've been doing this for a year. By the time I was like, we can help, but it's not that hard, you know. And they had 4 screens worth of people on there, but everybody was 100% muted. And you're just finding somebody's face to look at them smile, hopefully. And you're like, are you having a good time? Like, you find one person to zoom in on that you're
So I have a
talking to.
mechanics question with the Zoom
Yeah.
comedy. Did you stand up or sit down?
So
I was just
it's a
about to
good.
ask that,
That's
actually.
a valid question. I really went through a whole lot, and I think we all did. The whole community went through a whole lot of kind of like iterations of what we did, and it kind of evolved. You know, at first, but I started like standing up with my full body kind of showing, and that does not work on Zoom because you're too far away. You can't see your facial expressions.
Right.
And then I started sitting down, and you know, it'd be from here to here, and I would sit down, and then once I got a stand-up
From here
desk.
to here is above his chest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
his
Yeah.
Head.
From my chest to
I think
top of my head.
everybody has been through Zoom
Enough Zooms.
pandemic. They understand here to here. They know.
But well, you don't know. I could have been. I get bigger laughs here to here.
See,
Anyway,
I'm glad we don't have visuals, but that was the lower region for anybody who's curious.
I'm looking for laughs, not looking for. I'm not inspiring anybody. That's all I'm saying. But no. So you know, so we started doing. You know, we would do just like the torso, and you could move into. You could move into the. You could use the camera, get your face up in the camera, do stuff like that, and then. Honestly, it was when I got my stand-up desk. I would still show just the upper half of my body, but I would stand up because it would give me more energy. I could bring that to it. So yeah, it was. We kind of evolved through the whole thing.
That is so
Different
cool.
ways.
That is.
I mean, during COVID, I think I saw one that with Kevin Hart, and he did it at his house.
Yeah.
And then there was one, I
Not
think.
the greatest special he ever did. But
Not the greatest.
not the greatest special Kevin ever
Didn't
did.
Dave Chappelle do one at home too, or in some yard?
I was
did
going
it
to
in
say,
his-
I thought
in his-
Jerry Seinfeld did one at his house
Well,
too.
Chappelle did one because Chappelle lives out in Ohio, so he has this big giant backyard, so he could have people outside, social distance. And we did a lot of outdoor shows too at the time too. I mean, people were creative. I will say that comedians got very creative. I mean, there was a dude that was going around Virginia doing shows in the back of trucks. There was a cider place down in Richmond that was doing shows off the comic would be in the loading dock, and everybody else would be out at tables outside. I mean, we got very creative. We've done them in parks, in outdoor venues, you know, like pavilions and stuff like that. I mean, we got very
Yeah, when I did it in the
desperate.
park.
It's probably the better word to use. When what? When you did what in the park?
When I did it in the park, it was. Never mind.
I'm so glad
we
that was
talking
a
comedy?
sentence
Are we
after
talking-
comedy, right? Because I'm like, when I did it in the park.
Well, he said did it in the park.
Are you in this conversation? Okay.
You know,
We're talking laughter, right?
you know, but because he has my head like with the shower head right now. That's
She's
what.
still in the
She's
shower.
Yes, he is.
Unlimited water, baby.
Why is your water bill so high in the winter? That doesn't make sense.
No, but it's for me, comedy personally is something that I need it on a daily basis, really and truly. I look things up. I go through Eddie Murphy and
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle and old Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Old Chris Rock. New Chris Rock is kind of like sarcastic, not funny.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's funny, yeah, but it's more like the sarcastic kind of funny, and I'm like, that's not gonna cut it for me, dude. Especially at $350 a ticket. No, I mean it doesn't work.
Well, I will say, joining the comedy community has changed my social media feed. Like, I am chuckling and hollering in the middle of the night at the stuff that my friends post. Like, I don't even need the Kevin Harts and Chris Rocks. I just need my little friends.
And that's
that
good
are
because
on
we
there.
need you to follow.
Yes, we are
and
following.
subscribe
Exactly.
and all the
exactly.
forward and share and all that junk. 'Cause
What
social
a
media
difference
is the-
that makes,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
people you're connected to and what's on your feed when you turn your phone on and you start laughing within a minute of seeing stuff. So it's I love it. I love it. I'm so
I used to
glad
talk to
I'm
friends
in
and family on Facebook. Now it's just people with microphones. That's all
Yes,
I ever
that's
see.
it.
It's kind
Well, I just find out
Kind of obnoxious, actually.
who's dead or alive. That's
Who's
what
dead-
seemed to be on social media.
Oh,
a use for it. Yeah, that's true.
now, see, now I'm going to confess. You made me think about something. When people say someone passed, like sometimes I'll do a little digging because I want to see the last post they made.
Oh,
and
yeah, dude.
If they were sick, like I'm like, were they sick? What happened? Like I really get invested in it.
No, I do. I'm so sorry.
You're sorry, what?
I'm so sorry for your loss. I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers. God bless you and your family.
I need to know.
What just happened?
Because I don't want to ask.
That's standard.
Oh,
That's what she responded.
Oh, I thought you were like.
Keep up.
You were staring at her
Yeah,
like
I
I was
know.
like,
I'm
do
like,
I
did
need to
somebody
know
just die
something
like a
so I can
minute
avoid
ago?
this topic?
I know. I'm like, wait a minute.
You really acted like you felt
She
that.
did.
That was
I
good.
do. I
Now,
do.
now I don't believe anything you say. You were so convincing. I just
I
want you to
mean it.
know. Thank you.
Sorrows and
my
prayers.
thoughts
Prayers
and
and
prayers are with you. And I'm like, who the hell are you talking to?
But you know, if
She's
you,
random like that.
That's
I
fair.
am random, and that's why I'm so funny, because I am random. I do want to try comedy one of these days, and I told her that
Come
we
to a
should
riff
probably-
mic. The riff is the place to do that. I even got my son on the riff mic 2 times. So we do a riff
Now, when
mic
is the
every
riff
couple
mic?
weeks.
Okay.
We do a thing where everybody puts in topics when they sign up, and then I put in a bunch of topics, and then you just pull topics out of a hat, and you just kind of gotta go off for a couple minutes on that topic, whatever it is. It's fun. It's
Now
great.
That's some improv.
Yeah.
No tail.
Yeah,
But I am pretty random anyway.
it's true.
No.
You would have no problem not just staying on topic and going to something else, because that's what a lot of the younger comics do. They just like have to stay on that topic. It's like, no, just let that lead you wherever you want to go. You know?
Now, when I say you're random, I mean random, like we could be talking right here, and then all of a sudden you bust your phone out and start talking to the text message.
Oh yeah.
What she's saying is you have ADD. That's what she's saying right now. She's like, you are severely.
Third person this week. 3 people this week have said
I
that
have
to
a phrase for people like you, pinballs. You're like pinball machines. Bing, 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 bing.
Oh, I live with 2 of those. That's great. That's awesome. So I'm gonna start calling the ladies in my house. That's good. They're the pinballs. That's the best.
You got her. That's it. Are you speechless?
No, you said it.
What?
Pinball.
Bing, bing, bing. Yep, that's it.
No,
Pinball.
no.
And even on Zoom, the person I work with, I'm like this. She knows that's what that means. She's a pinball.
That's your
right now.
pinball?
She's
Oh,
a
she's
pinball.
bouncing
That's
everywhere?
it. She's.
I like it. I like it a lot.
you gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
You gotta keep up. Keep up. That's my thing. Keep up. Come on. People are like, Sandy, wait, stop. So were we just talking about? I'm like, you need to keep up.
No, see, here, no, that's not their fault. That's not, I'm going to say it's not their fault, because I've lived with a lot of people. When you start a conversation, because you're having this conversation in your head.
Yes.
And you've already had 2 or 3 sentences happen in your head, and none of us know what the heck is going on. And you're like, hey, what about the towels? And you're like, I don't know, what the hell are you talking about with that? That doesn't make sense. But you see, because in your head, you've had that conversation. It happens all the time. We do that, yeah.
Well, I was told that as long as you're having conversations in your head and you say things out loud, you're okay. Just don't start answering your own questions and responding to your own self, because
I've been
then you're a
screwed
little,
for a long time.
yeah, you're a little psycho. That's what my mom used to tell me when
Well,
I
if
did
you
that.
don't answer yourself, who will?
Your
You got to
special
answer
friend.
yourself.
You
You
gotta,
got to answer yourself. I
yeah.
do, yeah.
If you're having a conversation in your head, who else is?
Now it's a very negative. It kind of sounds like my mother's voice, but that's a whole different.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a different topic. It's like, God, am I stupid? Yeah, you are. I'm like, oh, hey, Mom, what's up? Good to see you. Good to hear from you.
They actually have different voices in your head. Wow.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Mine
course.
sounds like me. She sounds like me.
Really?
Yeah. She
Oh.
sounds like the voiceover voice though, so she's very formal.
Oh, the voiceover voice is totally
She's very
different from
formal.
Shaunte's voice. When
Can I hear
she
the
start-
voiceover voice?
Oh my
Hearing
God!
it most of the time.
Oh, this is the voice.
most of the time.
Yeah, let's hear. Let him hear that.
Let them hear what
The voiceover.
You know, you sound just like those people. You do comedy, show me. You do voiceover, show me.
Oh, that's true. You know what? You make a good point. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I apologize.
There you go.
for that.
Exactly.
That is the
Sound
best
like,
analogy you could
"Oh,
ever do.
You're a sanitation engineer.
Take out the trash.
Show me.
Tell me a
No,
joke.
but you have that voice.
That's
though.
100%.
Come on.
That's 100%.
Come on.
You shut me off on that. Shut me down on that one.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct.
Just like the
I'm
person that
sorry.
can sing and dance, right? Go ahead, show us. Yeah.
Get it
There
up.
you go. There you go.
Let me.
So yeah, you've been hearing it most of the time because it varies. Okay.
No, but I want the
Now I
one
want to know
from
what the
that product.
non-voice.
That product.
I have to admit, I can only if I hear it, it probably sounds a little different.
Oh,
when
it
I can't
does.
hear myself, I sound like this.
That's fair.
I sound like this.
I sound like this. But this conversation, did it go the way you thought it would? Because we've been laughing and all over the place like a pinball machine, but it's okay. It worked.
Can you slow your tone down, please?
Slow my tone down.
Yeah, because I'm trying to process it.
You're trying to process
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to process because
Okay. For this to be, our final episode, I know. I think that's our cue. Is that our cue?
No.
You know what? What's going to be the cue? I just, that one client of yours that, the phone.
The phone?
The phone client.
The phone client?
Yes.
Who are you talking about?
Your
Jesus.
voice.
First of all, no one's supposed to know that's me, but thanks.
Well, they don't know.
It's okay.
They don't know what phone,
Okay, we're not doing that.
Do it.
We're not doing that
Come
here.
on.
You've heard it all season. It's fine.
No, but he hasn't.
The phone voice?
Yes.
It sounds the same as I'm talking right now.
No, that like the product that you
You got
do.
him confused now. He's like, wait a minute.
She's trying to be coy because she
The
has
product that I do?
she has this. She's a voice actress,
Yes, I am.
Okay.
and so she has certain companies and products and
Oh.
situations.
Well, no, but see, you had me thinking I was like Girl 6 or something. I'm like, no.
Who's Girl 6?
Somebody that makes a lot of money, I'm sure. That's not me. So no,
Wait,
so
wait. She just said Girl 6.
I don't know what
Y'all
that
remember
means.
Girl 6? Oh my God, Google it when y'all leave here. It's a movie. This girl was like a phone sex operator.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've not seen.
Are we not born in the same time? Like
you know what?
I've never heard of this movie.
Me either.
I mean, there's other movies where
I
Me
can't
either.
think of any.
that are better than.
Are you just talking about the fact that my voice is used for like account information and different
Yeah,
things?
I want
Like,
you to do it.
So, okay, one of the things that intrigued me about doing it is I am the voice that when you call and they say, your balance is $26.87. Like it was just an interesting process to put strings together and the number. And I'm like, how do they ever record the numbers? So I had to literally say all the numbers and they string it all together. So,
Wow.
yeah, and then, press 9 if you like to hear more options, things like that.
Press 0 if you're sick
Press
of hearing me
0.
and want
Exactly.
to get a freaking human being on
Now
the
see,
phone.
you say all that. I'm
no,
like, no. I'm like customer service.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's me too, and I'm like, I bang on that 0. I'm like,
Oh my God.
because they make you do it.
And then they're like, I'm sorry, I do not understand.
I hate the voice acting stuff
Yes.
because inevitably something's gonna make a noise in the room, and then like I didn't understand
Yeah.
that. Like, God damn it! I was trying to
That
talk. I was
it
waiting on you to talk.
So there you go.
Nuts.
My voice annoys y'all.
No, not you.
No.
The process.
No, not
That's
you.
fine.
The process.
The process
Okay.
of
The
hearing your
process.
voice.
Oh, the process of
Is
hearing
what?
my voice. It can be triggering, I know.
I have one question for you, though.
For who? Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Wait, what?
I was just
I
making
said
sure.
I have one question for you.
I looked away. I'm sorry.
Though, and you said, "Oh, me." Yes, you. Couldn't be. Then who?
It could be Dewayne.
She was looking down.
I looked away. I'm sorry.
Oh, is that what we do?
Yeah, I looked away. I'm sorry. Carry on.
So,
This is the most confrontational podcast I've ever been on. I'm like, this is the craziest thing. All right.
listen. What drove you to it?
To what? Comedy?
Yeah.
Curiosity, and I think it works similar with a lot of people. A lot of people are like, oh, you're so funny, ha ha ha. Your family thinks you're funny, and you're like, I don't know if that'll translate to everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's when I said I wanted to try a class, and I took the class. It's like 6 weeks. You get an immersion session, hell night, and all this other stuff, and then you get to
What?
perform your set on the stage. Yeah, it was a really good experience, actually. Now, the tough part, I would give him a shout. I don't know if we're allowed to, but okay. It was at the
course.
Funny Bone in Virginia Beach. Tim Lulis.
Tim, okay.
Yes.
Big 44.
He is so hard as far as he would sit there and he would watch you do your stuff every week. Never laugh. And you're standing there like, this is some funny stuff. But then he would tell you what's funny. So he wouldn't react. He's like, yeah, that's funny. Yep, keep that. One day I did a whole set and he was like, scratch all of that. I was like,
Wow. Wow.
I kept it though because I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, it was a really good experience. And like I said, Hell Night put you through what the things that could happen when you're on stage to kind of feel like you get it out of your system, heckling and people ignoring you and stuff like that.
How do you handle
I just-
hecklers? I can
Hecklers?
imagine you with a heckler. Ooh.
You just try to, I don't know, you try to diffuse it a little bit, right? Turn it around like, oh, hey, do you want to get up here instead of me? Or something,
Sometimes they do, unfortunately. That's
Sometimes
the
they
sad part.
do.
I don't know. It's only
Yeah.
happened like once or twice, but honestly, heckling happens so few times because we get so many questions. But I was like, dude, we're doing one. It's a very specific. It's kind of a canned audience where it's like, it's all veterans and people that are friends and family. They know,
Right.
you're not going to get that at the show that we're doing for. But it's the main thing I like to tell people, and I mess this up all the time too, is like you got to make sure they're a heckler first, you know, because sometimes people just are talking loud or they're being obnoxious, whatever, and they're not really trying to heckle. But then once it gets going, the key is to let the audience hate them first, because if you go in on them too soon and too hard, you will lose the whole audience. I've done it several times, and it sucks. It's like when you go back and go, yeah, I should have waited. Well, it's funny. I did a show in Nashville this last weekend, and one guy in particular, he was obnoxious, but he was in a fun obnoxious. Like it was fine. It was a very small group, so we could talk. But after the show, his girlfriend or his date or whatever comes up. She's like, "I wanted you to roast me. I wanted you to yell at me." I'm like, "Nope, no, ma'am, nope. That is not a good idea for a dude to do to a woman, because dudes will get." She's like, "No, he would have been fine." I'm like, "Nope, I'm not playing that game. You got to make sure you can do." You know.
Meanwhile, he's so abusive to his wife.
What? Let's word that differently.
Hold on
I'm talking about. Okay. You want me to word it differently?
Yes, abusive to his wife has connotations and
Well, I don't mean
charges
like,
attached.
Comedically, I mean, like,
It's not. I'm not
No,
going.
it's not charges attached.
thoughts shared on this podcast are solely.
I do not. Dwayne White does not condone.
No. When I say that, it's just like
I make fun
he
of her
goes
sometimes.
hard. She's
Yeah,
so
dude,
wonderful,
what?
and she's hot.
But she must have a good.
She's really hot.
She doesn't speak English. So
See, she's German. And
she doesn't know what I'm saying.
He
She doesn't.
he has such shit. He talks such shit, right?
Ooh, give me that money.
Oh,
I try to work it out where I end up becoming the butt of the joke in the end. But yes, I do. There's things that are fun about being married to a foreigner. It's great. Like when you find we've been married for 25 years. I just a few years ago learned there's words like narrower that she can't say. She can't say the word narrower. I didn't know that.
what?
Narrower. Like when something's wide and it's not as wide.
Narrower?
Oh,
No.
she can't
There
even.
we go.
I'm a foreigner too. Okay.
I know. See.
I work at a place. I worked at a place and I was talking about something and I'm like, I hate it. I hate when I have to put that in the oven. And the lady's like, what? I'm like, you have to put it in the oven. And she's like, you know, oven starts with an O, right? I'm like, that's what I said. Oven. She's like, no, you're saying it with an H. And I'm like, no, it's an
I
oven.
thought Jamaicans removed the H. You know what? I'm sorry.
Oh, are you talking about Spanish? Yeah, isn't it Spanish that they removed the
Maybe
H?
the TV accents are wrong. I don't know.
J. The J sounds like an H. So now, so
thought
all
that
foreigners
only
are like don't know that.
I did not say that. You just said that.
Well, see, you know what? There's words that I can't say right either, and I got corrected at the age of 46. Pizza. I thought I was saying it correctly. I want a piece of pizza, and I was
Pizza?
Pizza.
Yeah.
Like the tower in
Like-
Italy that is leaning?
No, like pizza, like piece A.
Pizza.
Piece
She
Like
said
a
a
leaning
piece.
tower of
No,
pizza.
she's
So
like
hold on.
a piece
We're not
of.
gonna-
A piece of pizza?
We're not gonna ride on that for too long.
Come on, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
we
think
could.
So. This is great. I love this. I was a linguist for a long time. I like this. I like this conversation.
Yeah, I've been saying it incorrectly, so I avoid all commercials with pizza in it.
Pizza.
Now I can't not hear it. It's not.
Dead. When she's dead, I'm
I
like, pizza
cannot
what?
unhear
You want
it.
a piece of what?
My daughter picks on me too. I'm like, yeah, I want some pizza. You what?
Oh.
What do you want?
The kids are vicious to
Yeah,
my
they are.
wife. They
So
are mean
it's
to my
okay.
wife about
I
language
can
and
say
stuff
it
like
correctly.
this.
Pizza. Where did the T come from? See what I mean?
And her English is
language.
great. I want to say that her English is great,
Oh,
but
yeah.
she,
Oh,
but
you gotta
but
fix
every
that,
so
'cause she
often
gonna hear this.
every so she has not heard anything.
Is she gonna understand?
Here's the thing, look, here's the deal. Being married to a foreigner is great because if you can't get along, they got to leave the country. And so
But-
it's
It's done.
it's fine.
I hope we have sound effects in this.
She's an American now. She's not going anywhere. She's been married 25 years. It's fine. We're good.
Have her green card there, right?
She's a
She's a
citizen.
citizen.
Okay,
She became a
she's-
citizen
oh,
back
shit.
in.
You stuck with her now. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. She gets half my stuff, including
go.
my retirement check. I don't
There
need
you
that.
go. There you go. That's an incentive to
So,
stay.
yeah.
That's right. Cheaper to keep her.
No, we've been through enough now where it's like we're good now. Actually, it's been really fun. I will say this: is we were nervous when the kids left. We're like, well, how's it going to be? Because we've seen so many people, like their kids leave, and then they're like, their kids
Who
were
are
the
you?
center of their lives. Yeah, and we actually have gotten along great now that the kids are good. Like we've kind of reconnected even more. So it's cool. So even though I make fun
I
of her
love
on
it.
stage,
I love
but
when
yeah.
the kids get out.
Oh yeah.
And then they leave, go to college, and I'm like, yes, I have my freedom. And then they come back home. because of COVID, and they won't go back out. Anyway, that's my issue.
Yeah, my son came home from spring break and never left.
Oh.
No, he did. Now he did, but yeah, he was there for like a year and a half. We dropped him off at college. 6 months later, he's home and mad and.
That was us.
Ugh, it was miserable. Anyway, let's talk more about my wife. She's at home doing manual labor right now. That's what it is. She builds things and makes things. She's been redoing our
he's
deck.
Fixing this every time.
Really?
Oh yeah, she redid the deck. She built this big. She leveled out this part of the. She's doing all kinds of. She builds like the stages. She builds those stages that we have and all that. She does all
you're
that stuff.
putting her to work.
Yeah, that's how
She's gotta
America
earn her
works.
keep.
She comes
Keep
here.
the money in the
come
family.
to America, and she's just talented with this. Like she has.
I'm happy to hear that
has,
because
like-
I am looking for people to help,
She's
like build things and.
yeah. She does that. She sews. At one point, she was sewing.
Wait,
When
really?
our daughter,
She sews?
Yeah, when our daughter was in junior high, she was Mulan in the junior high version of Mulan, and my wife made all the costumes for these kids. And I was like, we are so getting busted. Like INS is gonna be like, what are all these little, where are all the little Asian kids that go with these clothes? Right? I'm like, no, my wife's doing Mulan. And they're like, sure, your wife's doing
Wait.
Mulan. It was just the whole basement was full of Asian.
Wait, the Asian children.
It was great.
God.
Y'all are terrible.
Come on,
No, nobody's like immune.
Yeah, you have to be.
No, actually, are there any off topics that you find that I just absolutely can't touch it, or if somebody touches it, does it piss you off?
I don't know. I mean, I like to quote like Daniel Tosh on this. He's like, "There is no subject that's off limits if you write a good enough joke about it."
Right.
The trouble is that people will get into comedy and try to, and we've all done it. We try to tackle a topic that we're not ready for yet, and it's like. And then you go, okay, that's not, and that you see it all the time where people are like, let's talk about, pick a topic, racism, sexism, whatever, and then it just comes off the wrong way.
Oh.
But then like I think it was Ryan E. Miller, the guy that was on AGT several years back. He came to our class and was talking to our students, and he's like, yeah, now I'm a good enough comic where I can tackle topics I couldn't tackle before, and so you just have to be ready. You just have to understand that you're gonna try it, and good that you try it, but you just gotta be careful how it comes off.
I remember one of the comics. He used to have I'm not going to say his name, but he used to have the full beard. Now he got married and he's having a baby, and he says he won't be coming around for a while. I remember the first, yeah. I remember the first.
He looks like he was
times.
at January 6th.
Yeah, and he was making jokes about it. I was like, dude, you were there. You know you were there. You know you were there. I was
there. I didn't see him. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
I was just like, wait. I bet you were there, weren't you? And he was making all these jokes, and then a couple of I was with people that weren't the same hue as me, but they're like, Sandy, is this offensive? I'm like, what? Like, what?
No, it's ridiculous.
And I'm like, no, it's just like, it's really funny. It's just that, but he fits the MO, right? You were like, he was there. I bet he was.
No,
but he's a nice guy, though. He's really a nice guy.
I love it. Yeah, so I don't know that there's anything that's
I also
off
love the preacher, the
limits.
former preacher.
Oh, PT? That's my buddy. I love that guy.
He is hilarious.
Yeah,
I used to be a preacher. I used to be a gang member. I used to be in prison.
Oh, that's not PT. Never mind.
No.
It's like PT's never done those things. PT was just a pastor.
Oh, then
We do have. I know.
yeah.
There was a guy that was coming around. He'd gotten out of prison recently, and he was doing stuff.
Yeah, that one.
But he had found Jesus in prison or whatever, and he was
that one.
Yeah, I know that guy. I
But
haven't
it's
seen him in a
usually
long
like
time. He may come
Muslim
back.
that they find in prison, right? Muhammad.
I'm not doing this. Remember how you said, is there a topic you're not going to do?
Oh.
This one. That's what I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
Which God is in prison? Like, what? Now would be a good time.
And what was your public service announcement?
My public service announcement.
The things discussed here are for humor and entertainment purposes only.
Please
No
cancel
offense.
us.
No offense to anyone or any,
Well, I mean, some
Animal.
offense to some folks, but not a lot.
but not all.
No. Look, if you're cool.
And I am one of the cool kids.
You are one of the cool kids.
I'm looking forward to hearing you perform live. I'm excited.
Oh, no pressure.
I should have invited everybody.
Oh.
I should have told
No,
everybody.
I didn't tell anybody because I was like, I'm not sure if I'll be on. So
Well,
I'll sneak up here. I'll come up again if invited.
we got people from all over tonight because you're in from Virginia Beach, right? You said?
From
Or
Newport News, yeah.
And then we got a carload of folks coming up from Charlottesville
Oh, good.
as well. So yeah, we got it
that'll
should be a
be
good night.
fun.
Should be a very good
Yay,
night. There's a lot of
yay.
people on there, so hopefully it'll be.
Oh, I love the
let's
people that
go.
come from Baltimore. They're like, I drove all the way into Baltimore from Baltimore here
To tell
and-
5 minutes of jokes.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's part
I hope
of
I
it.
make
the
it
game.
back to Baltimore because Virginia isn't safe. I'm just like, what? Virginia isn't safe?
Do
Let's
they
talk
really
about that.
Say that?
People from Baltimore think that we are in Occoquan, Woodbridge.
Yeah.
But they think it's like, Manassas.
Okay.
Manassas in the 1800s.
Jesus.
Like old Manassas.
Old Manassas.
Old town Manassas.
No, but this was so great. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for, honestly, I'm going to be emotional with you, for just helping me to heal.
Oh.
It's
yeah.
been very, very helpful. It's just nice to come back in, and I know I've been missing, but I replenish my soul when I come, and I hear people talking about you, and telling jokes and making me laugh.
No, I appreciate you, and you were always super supportive of the room. Even when Jack's room, then when he stopped and you started coming over here, and it's always been
healthy.
super appreciated. So.
It's really healthy, and it's.
I think you're our first regular.
Oh, really?
I think you're our first real regular that was coming. There was a couple others that would come, but they were obnoxious, so I didn't like them. But
Look at you.
Sandy was like our first.
Bring your
regular.
crown next time.
Come on.
Then.
Come on.
I'm gonna have to wear it. I'm gonna have to wear it. Wait. Let me put my crown on.
Don't you put no
I'm
crown
putting my
on.
crown on.
Oh, man.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, wow. She really has a hat on. Yeah, that looks like Sandy.
That's fair. That's legit.
Yeah, that's it.
That's legit.
But thank you so much. I'm gonna
you.
have you back again next season,
Right
and
on.
I look forward to more laughter and
yeah.
good times.
Well, I appreciate you having me.
I definitely appreciate you and love the camaraderie and the friends, because I'm starting to run into people outside. I'm like, oh, ran into Tony shooting pool.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, I'm like, no, not here.
Tony, calm down.
Calm down, Tony, calm down.
Tony was.
Yeah, but it's really a nice family. It's a really nice family feeling. And you are my first white Dewayne.
I'm a lot of people's first white Dewayne.
Yeah,
which is
you're my
pretty cool.
Dwayne White. That's so funny.
But White Dewayne Comedy is the Instagram. So
Oh,
what?
I like it. I think this was a fantastic way to end the season because I know we talk about some of everything. So, what are we going to be talking about next season? You already have that in mind, or are we going to wait till
all sort of yumminess? All sort of yumminess.
Yumminess.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm technically single. So yeah, I've been. I'm technically single.
Well, make
now,
sure the
so,
yumminess is low in sugar because that A1C one.
Wait a minute. What? What?
Hey, at that age, you got to watch that.
Saying watch out for the sugars.
What's up for the sugar? You are hilarious. It's like, watch out for the sugar.
Watch out.
And that's a great way to end.
It is. All right.
Next season.
Well, thank you, Sandy, for another wonderful season. Thank you, Dwayne. I made about $50-$60 on this conversation.
Hell yeah.
So
Where?
Them half words, I counted them. So anyways,
Ciao.
until next time, next season, same bat channel, same bat time. Let's go. Let's just go.
Yeah, let's just go. Thank you, Dewayne.
Play us off.
That's it.
That's
That is
it.
a wrap.
That's all she wrote.